hello. This is Koi, the light right here, giving you a peace of mind to at least one person at a time. I am the creative healer of A Ray of Gratitude, and I am ready to give you a pick a card, basically basing what new doors are opening for you. My creative souls. This is more targeted towards people that have been working on a project, a creative project, or like their creative business and kind of in this self-doubting or just like waiting for things to happen. Or what else was I thinking about? Like, just confusing yourself and overthinking. Like, this is a message for trust and confirmation as well. So, if you want to learn more about me, you can definitely click the links below. I actually have started a Creative Soul Circle that can really help you with what we're talking about right now. Really like removing the self-doubt and the stagnant energy and really tapping into your purpose, your mission, and just feeling supported within a community. I do group sessions, which happens where you can look at the schedule in the link below. And I also have a blog where you can actually look, because I know there's always that introvert extrovert, and I want to give to both, because guess what, y'all? I'm both. So I understand. Like, sometimes you want to meet people, sometimes you want to be like, leave me alone. So without further ado, I think I have told you everything. I mean, I have new products coming, but again, check links below. I'd love for you to take a deep breath, pause for the cause, and see which one you're guided to. Are you guided to pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3? All right. So you can choose 1, choose all 3, whatever you want to do. But like, share, subscribe, of course, to get more videos like so. And let's begin with pile 1. Okay, pile 1s. So I'm going to actually leave this right here for you, because guess what? I don't think I have any video that I've used Lenormand cards, but I'm using them today. So we're going to just tap into your energy first, and then we're going to get like some further guidance, okay? So I just need 1 card from this mini tarot deck. Let's see what your energy is, pile 1. That's all we need. Okay. That's a little bit too much for me. I got 2 more, please. There we go. All right. Okay. All right. I think I need this for right now. So what we have right now that's going on is your energy. Is this in the shot? Yeah, your energy is a Chariot card. So I don't usually do this, but I feel called to do this. Like, the Chariot card is usually Cancer energy right here. I don't know if you are a Cancer energy, or what maybe Cancer energy is like dominating your season right now. But there's a need for you to know, like, you're learning how to like put the pedal to the metal and knowing when to pump your brakes. There's a lot of balance that's needed here with you when I'm seeing this snake and the masculine feminine energy. I don't know if you are partnering up, but for those that are really feeling guided to partner with somebody, really feeling like you met somebody that could possibly be your partner, whether romantically or work business. But I really feel like creatively, there is going to be some type of masculine energy and feminine energy balancing itself, to really be that powerhouse, to really be that wheel to really get going. Because it's almost like I just saw like a flat tire. You got a flat tire, you're fixing it, or you're waiting for somebody to help you fix it. And it's okay, everybody needs help, right? But there's a need for like grounding your energy. Looking at this anchor card is really about like grounding your energy And I think that there's a project. I keep hearing business. So I think, for Power One, please let me know in the comments, y'all. Like, you might have a business already, but you're kind of like, I'm not sure where to go with this. Or you're just in a phase where it's like waiting for the tables to turn, waiting for that tire to be fixed so you can get on the road, and who knows? Maybe that masculine energy will come and help you, or maybe that feminine energy, because I'm a female that knows how to change a tire, y'all. I'm just saying. Who else does? Comment below. But yeah, there's like this really dominant energy here, and I kind of feel like there's something else coming in too. For others that are really tapped into their masculine energy, because masculine energy knows the plan, goes out and get it, right? And many of us females that own a business, we do have to tap into our masculine energy, and it may be over dominating. So it's kind of like go, go, go. But then on the flip side, you're like not really open to receive, or you're not grateful, or it's, just being still enough to recognize your blessings and to really allow this next phase to unfold. Because I can tell y'all, like, a lot of times, like with me, I'm a very emotional person, and I can let my emotions get the best of me, even when I'm like feeling like, oh, this is like an intuitive hit, like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I know this, I feel this is right. But then sometimes it's like, chill, young grasshopper, because you don't really know this. And by seeing this snake here, like in this Lenormand card, the snake really talks about balance, the sun and the moon, and there's like some hidden esoteric knowledge going on here. So like something you're going to find in your next phase, but you quite don't know yet. Like it's unfolding, and that's where the Chariot card comes into play too, because like the Chariot card, yes, you have the will to you are in the driver's seat, right? But with the Chariot card, the car, it becomes spirit kind of, and spirit takes over the wheel. Kind of like how, I don't know if any of y'all heard this, but like how people be saying like, Jesus take the wheel. It's kind of like that. But you have to take your hands off to allow that spirit to come within, and sometimes for some of you, that spirit may be another person that's coming to help, like I'm talking about, to help fix your tire. Okay. So I'm going to actually put this up here. I wonder if this is in shot, because I really would like it. These cards are small, so they should be, but I don't know. Let me just look. No, they're kind of not. Okay. So, and everything doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just saying that because I know how I've been like this past week. I've been kind of like catching myself and reeling it back. Like things don't have to be perfect, and you don't need to know everything in order to move forward. There's a need to trust, right? And there's a need to trust that masculine energy, because if we don't know how to trust our masculine energy, then we don't really know how to move forward independently. We don't know how to really trust our dreams and trust our ideas, trust the fact that we're going to implement and process these ideas with whatever type of tools to really ground it in. Because I do feel like, well, I don't know yet. I don't want to make that statement. But there is something like really hidden, like there's a hidden power within you that's going to be coming out when you meet this person, or when you really just balance your masculine and feminine energy. You are at a standstill, though. I do feel that you're at a standstill, but what doors are going to open, right? So let's talk about it. Let's see a little bit more of what's going on with you. Can you see? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, challenge. Listen deeply. And that's funny. Look at this. Because I just pulled these cards randomly, but I wanted to do this. I love this every time. That's why I like pick a card readings. I think this is why other people do too. But anyway, this card is saying, are you listening to what your body is trying to tell you. Be more aware of your emotions and your body posture. So, like, many times when we don't trust our intuition, I would like to tell people that by starting off to trust your intuition, really listen to your body. And when we're talking about listen to your body, that's really about grounding that energy too. Because when our root chakra is off balance and we're not grounded enough, we're not really in tune with our body. Our body says a lot. But if you're not listening to it, then you're kind of like, what's going on here? Or why am I feeling this way? Or this and that. And the best way that you can, I don't want to say best, but there's an easy way to really is listen to your body. Like, are you catching yourself with shrunk shoulders all the time? You know, are you catching yourself with shoulders all the way up to your ears? Are you catching yourself feeling like your stomach's always just irritated? You know, these areas, and this is what I teach in my Creative Soul Circle. I like to implement the chakras because these areas are centers within our body, energy centers, and we can understand like, okay, um, like me having a sore throat the other day, my throat chakra is either very overactive or not active enough, and it could be blocked, you know. But like going back to the stomach, you know, trusting your gut like literally can be literally and figurative. Wait, yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying, right? So like, and that deals with your solar plexus and your sacral chakra. Really trusting the emotions. Are you feeling happy? Are you trusting yourself, the willpower, the confidence in the authenticity that you're making, you know? And actually, I believe, don't quote me, but your solar plexus is more masculine energy and your sacral is more feminine energy. And this is what I'm talking about. So for some of you, if you've been feeling like you've been having digestive issues or like problems or just this weird funny feeling within your gut or in your stomach, trust it. Learn to trust it, because this is the thing. Sometimes when you're in a dark place, you think you've been buried, but you've actually been planted. I think that you've been really planting a lot of seeds within this phase, and then it's like, where are the flowers? Like, what's going on here? But maybe you planted flowers that don't come up this season, right? Or maybe there's a need for you to put a little fertilizer, turn the soil a little bit or something, right? There's something that you need to do in the between time where you're feeling like you're not moving, right? And then going back to the beginning of the reading where there's something that you need to do and recognize and take action on while your car has that flat tire. Are you going to get your hands dirty and change the tire? Are you going to call somebody? Are you going to stand near the freeway in the highway with a white flag and say, hello, like, I need help? What are you going to do? You are your greatest projects that you'll ever work on. So I just think that there's something instinctively and intuitively that you're feeling, but you're not connecting with it. And there's really a need for you to listen deeply. There's really a need for you to listen deeply because there is this challenge that you have, right? And guess what? She has like purple head wrap going on, purple hair, and this. There's, I'm going to say open your crown chakra, but there is a need for you to really connect with spirit, connect within yourself, right? And listen deeply. How do you go in and listen deeply? How do you? More than likely, I feel like you know, there's a need for you to trust that. And there's a need for you to just find your calm, find your center, and don't look like this bear here. You know, bears have this energy of power. I do think bear energy is very masculine. Let me just take a sip of this tea. Sorry, y'all. I do think bear energy is very masculine as well. Um, and it can be overpowering, like, you know what I mean? But bears also have this power where they have this drive. They have, I'm thinking like Mars energy right now, like, this just go, go, go. Bears, for them to be so big, they can run really fast, so there's a lot of things that is going on that may need for you to look within so you can embrace this, but also is really knowing who the f you are. Because within this phase, you might just need to rest, and really unwrap your mind enough so you can feel calm and release the anxiety, and that's going to open you up to your next phase. I don't think there's really much of an action that you can take right now for your next phase within your business, or if it's just a project. I think what best is saying here is that take time to feel within yourself first before you take action. I'm going to say it again. Take time to feel and go within yourself before you take action. Because just because you planted flowers and you expected them to grow and show up right now, it didn't happen. So throw those expectations in the trash, become grounded, tune in, and find that balance, find that center so you can know and trust yourself enough that you will get the answers. And even though you don't know everything that's going on, you can trust the direction of the path that you're going with whatever type of plan that you're going to make, because you are going to make a plan. Because right now, this pile one seems like you need to make a better plan before you go anywhere with your business or your project. Because you'll know, especially with like a project, you'll know when to scrap it and then come back. But I don't think that's the case for you. I just feel that you need to really like look at it in a standpoint, just like moving chess, like take your time, because no one's really forcing you to move. But there's definitely a need for you to take your time and be more aware and be more in tune with yourself so you can strengthen that intuition. You can let go of the expectations and then trust where your path is leading you next. Let me just pick a few of these little cards. A few things. I'm not going to really tell you right now why I have this. If you've seen on another channel and I explain that, then okay. But just trust me that there's something that's going to come out of these little whatchamacallits. So let's see if there's any more advice for Power One here in their projects or their business endeavors. Just get two more. Okay, cool. Okay. So again, masculine energy. Yeah. There's a need for you to really understand your masculine energy. Letter, texting. So, sometimes people distract us. And sometimes we need to like step back from people. Sun. This is interesting. So we have the sun that's the need to. I really feel like for you, Pal, one, you haven't been connecting with your solar plexus. You haven't been connecting with people or things that can really empower you and grow your self-esteem, and just feel centered and balanced within yourself. That is really key. Like recharging yourself, recharging your battery, raising your vibration. And this letter is reminding me of one or two things. Somebody is going to contact you, text you, or write you something to really bring some type of like, oh my gosh, like type of feeling. Second, I think that you may need to, again, write some things down. So that way you can feel more balanced. That way you can write down your plan and feel confident with your plan and knowing the path that you need to take. So there's a time that, recharge. And there's something simple as just standing in front, like letting the sun kiss your face. I don't know about y'all, but that feels so. Ever since I was little, I remember, like, it could be cold out, like how it is right now. It's like 19 degrees outside where I'm at. But when that sun comes in and starts shining, oh my gosh, it's like I'm not going outside, but I will catch me some sun. So that's my message for you, Pile 1. I really hope that you find the confidence, the courage, and just time to listen to yourself, listen to spirit, and trust in the path that you're going, because I really feel like you have some good ideas. It's just you're stagnant because you're not charged up, and you're not listening to yourself, okay? So again, check out the links below. Comment, like, share, subscribe, and really look into the Creative Soul Circle if you're looking for a place to be around within a group, and interact with me with some creative ideas and readings and meditations. Come through. If you're not really feeling like that, please check out my Creative Soul blog. It goes into these type of things. So much love to you. Comment below, and I'll see you next time, y'all. Peace. Okay, pile 2. So this is your reading. All right, what doors are opening up for you next? I'm going to put this over here. Okay, and then we're just going to like read into your energy right now. I don't know, I'm feeling like this vibe from y'all, which is interesting. It's different from pile 1. It's like an airy vibe. Let me get one card. I don't know if it's a lot of confusion or if it's just like hopeful for what's next. All right, I only need one, so I'm going to pick that one. So I don't know if I've ever did Lenormand for one of these piles, but I'm going to be using my Lenormand decks. I usually use it on myself, but now I just felt like I kept staring at it. I'm like, yes, let's use that. So let's go into your energy, pile 2. Oh, this one just jumping out, huh? All right. I think I saw those cards, and I think I know why I had that feeling. But let's put the cards out. Let's get 2 more cards. Oh, I'll take those. Okay. Okay. Wow, the moon and the moon. Do y'all see this? Like, do you see this right now? Okay, so that's why I was feeling that energy. It's kind of like self-doubt and confusion. There is something coming up, but it's kind of like subconscious. The moon does connect with your subconscious and bring out a lot of feelings, which I feel like there's something that you're very passionate about, and you're waiting for something to just give like rebirth, but you're not really quite sure which way. I feel like you're constricting yourself though. Like you're carrying some type of burden, or possibly trying too hard to like play by the rules. But guess what? If you own a business, or if you have a creativity, no, what am I talking about? If you have a project you're working on, you are connecting to your creativity. It's you. It's solely you. It's you embracing your authentic self. It's you creating. You're the person that is the director here. But for some, with creativity at times, we feel like we just don't know, because there's a lot of outside criticism. In these days and times, it's so much people flaunting and showing what they did, and in reality, they may not have even done it. You know what I mean? You don't know their process. You know, maybe it's like, how do they always constantly put out work? It could be old work for all you know. You know, it's so much that you don't know, you know, and it's so much that you need to listen to. I do feel like there's a need for you to listen to your heart, really go after your passions. For some that have not started the business or have not took initiative on this project, you really need to look at what feelings are making you feel confused and making you feel burdensome. Also, there's another question that I feel that you need to ask yourself, what is constricting you right now? Because you may feel like you're in a box and you kind of need to get out of that box to really be free and allow yourself to explore the better parts of you to create this new business or new project. Now, for those that already have a business, my creative souls, you're kind of doing this to yourself. And I say this because I think that you may be bringing a lot of anxiety because you're not really tapping into your heart. You're not tapping into your feelings, and you're like feeling something, but you keep disregarding it. And that's kind of stopping you from this rebirth here. Let me just see something. Because the stork, you know, everybody thinks the stork is about babies, right? But when you think of it as a creative project, the stork is about, you know, giving birth to something that's usually new. Yes, and change. So change, transition, movement, resurrection, new cycle, and yearning. Exactly. You are yearning to do something, but you're not I don't feel like you're taking initiative, or if you are, you're doing a lot of the same things and hitting yourself, like hitting your head on the brick wall. It's almost like, you know, you may be talking to the wrong crowd. I don't know. But I do think that you're not listening to your heart. You're not really connecting your heart with, you're just not connecting your heart. Like it's almost like I remember when I was in this space, because your heart plays a big role on creativity. And you know, creativity, you do need to tap into your feelings, understand your emotions, understand where you're like actually going. How are you processing this, right? Because when you can understand your emotions and process your emotions, in turn with creativity, you open yourself up to the intuition that's coming from to you to allow those ideas to flow through you. And then you opening yourself up to whether it's the vision, whether it's hearing, but it's always this feeling that you just know, all right, this is how I'm going to do it now, and start implementing it. And then you get in this flow and you don't feel like you're confused anymore, right? Because this here is called the way, but it's really the crossroads. It's funny, the crossroads in the cross. They show religion because a lot of people have to bear a cross that they're carrying. And also sometimes the cross can just bring a lot of restriction or commitments that you're not ready for. And the way, like, this is a labyrinth. It's also a what is that called? Not a puzzle. A maze. Thank you. In order to get to the center of the maze, right? Oh, this is so interesting. In order to get to the center, how are you going to find your way? Your center is your heart, okay? That's what it is. There's a really deep need for you to go within, just like pile one. But you need to listen to your heart. Every time I say those words, it's just funny. I don't know who sings it, but it's like this song, like, listen to your heart. I think I'm saying it in the right melodical way. I don't know. But you do need to listen to your heart. So let's see what the oracle cards bring us. All right, because some of you may be carrying this burden that you don't really know why or whatever, but I think there's a lot of self-sabotage that's going on here, only because you're not listening to your feelings, you're not tapping into your feelings, and you're not really sitting still enough, you know, where you know that you need to remove the doubt, remove the worry, and just listen to you. Okay, so let's start pulling these cards out. Change. Okay, so what doors are opening for you right now? Just like Pawan, like there's something that is really waiting for you on the other side of this labyrinth. But you really need to find your heart space, because like this card right here, it says vulnerability is a gateway to intimacy. You can't really feel love of self, even not even like love of other people, yes, but you can't really truly feel love of self, love from spirit, if you're not being vulnerable, if you're not being open, if you're not opening your heart enough to really feel through these things. Because I think that you keep reacting in a way that is from something old, you know, and that's what's blocking your heart. That's blocking you to move forward into these new passions. Yeah, I just heard it. You're standing right at the door, you know, but you're not grabbing the knob to turn it and open it. When you're not creating something, something else is creating you. You know, you're just consuming. And sometimes this is reminding me of somebody. Like I know somebody that does not like change. They just really don't like change. If I ask them, they'd probably tell me different. But they don't like change because a lot of things in the past, you know? And they don't look at the things from the past because they just don't. So then they keep being stuck, right? And then the crazy thing is about change is constant. It's always going to happen. This is just the world that we live in, right? So many times if you don't change, you know, as some people say, if you don't get with the program, change is going to happen and it's going to wind up changing you anyway. But sometimes when you don't have control of your own change, you know, other things changing you is not really a good look. It doesn't feel good. It really doesn't. But change doesn't usually feel good anyway. Like, look at this card. She has a snake, and this is interesting. Pile one, you might want to look at pile one. Because there was a snake in it. When a snake sheds its skin, it's not a comfortable feeling. It's not. It doesn't even look pretty. You know, like this lady looks nice. She got a little makeup on and stuff. But like, look at the snake. And I'm looking at the orange is really tapping into the sacral chakra, which is about creativity, which is about emotions, which is about honoring your emotions, feeling and feeling happy, knowing that you have the ability to make yourself happy and choose to be happy. But a lot of times when we're stuck in this scarcity, when we're stuck in our subconscious or stuck in survival mode even, right? We're just on autopilot and we're not tapping in to how we're feeling in the present moment. Okay? Intentions show the true motives behind your actions. So if you can be more in the present moment and figure out what your true intentions are before even acting, then that's really going to help you process the emotions, right? Because again, you're hiding these feelings. and it's not that good. It's not doing you any service. And joy and contentment. Um, you need to really step away from the perfectionism. Perfectionism keeps you in a cycle of self-doubt, and it keeps you in a cycle of what is the word? It's pretty much the opposite of self-love. It keeps you in, why am I going blank? I don't know the word, y'all. And I feel like part of this is something that happens with you all too. You kind of just get all wound up because something happened. And I don't want to go in on y'all or make it feel like I'm going in on y'all, but I do feel like you need to hear this. Some of you guys may be used to blaming everybody else except yourself. What part did you play in this situation that made things happen the way that it did, right? What part did you play? Are you open to receiving? Because I'm going to tell you, with me, when I first started as an entrepreneur, I was not open to receive. But yet and still, I wanted people to see my work. Yet and still, I wanted people to buy my products. But I wasn't open to receive. What sense does that make? That's not in alignment. It's not in alignment. You know, I just was saying, I think I'm Pi 1 or whatever. I'm extrovert, introvert. Like, I'm not fully an introvert and I'm not fully an extrovert. I feel like a lot of things do tend to be introvert for me, but there is this part of me that loves to be social, you know? When I feel confident in what I have on, when I feel confident in what I'm doing at this place and connecting with people, when I feel like the vibe feels good and harmonious, like, you know what I mean? Because I can feel into the room. If it don't feel like I want to be here, then yes, I'm out. You know what I mean? But again, if you feel into your feelings, can you feel into your body? This does remind me of pile one. So if you have time, look at pile one. But there's a big need for you to feel joy, because I truly believe that on the other side of this door is a lot of sunshine, a lot of joy. Like, look at this. It's definitely like this. It will make you feel like this. But you have to find contentment within yourself. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, perfectionism does not allow you to grow within that. It just keeps making you feel like you have to do XYZ over and over again. It keeps making you feel like you have a burden. Is that in the shot? Yeah. You know, like you're carrying this cross that you don't need to. Definitely look within, spend time within yourselves, get vulnerable with yourself. You don't have to get vulnerable with anybody else, but get vulnerable with yourself. It's okay to cry. Release those feelings. I always like to say, tears are made out of, have salt water, because it's allowing us to release and cleanse. Salt water is cleansing, just like the ocean. It's cleansing, is healing. Crying is healing. And it's okay if you're crying in your home by yourself. It's okay. You need to release that. Okay? So let's just see a little bit more of what's happening on this other side of this door. What can you expect when you really release? Oh, okay. That's how we're doing it. These just came out. So, well, yeah. Masculine energy again. I'll take all of them. You can expect some sexy underwear. No, seriously though, this one is about being intimate physically, and also yeah, I have a message about that. Is the stuff that's closest to you, right? Because our underwear is the first thing we put on, and then we put on more layers, right? No one really sees your underwear unless you're showing them getting busy. You know what I'm saying? But you taking that off, right? You staring in the mirror with your underwear on, looking at yourself, that's being vulnerable. Shit, being naked is vulnerable, is it not? There's a deep need for you to be vulnerable. Some of you watching this, y'all have not cried in I don't know how long. But what's going on the other side, there's going to be a lot of joy and contentment. I can definitely, it's like a lot of sacral chakra healing. The card in the ship, you're going places, baby. You're not going to be stagnant anymore or stuck in this hamster wheel. Jogging and exercising may help you ground yourself, ground your emotions, and really get your body moving so you can actually get your cells flowing. And just having that movement allows messages to come to you. I'm just letting y'all know on a spiritual level. Sports, bike, roller, exactly. There's a need for you to kind of like move. And this will help you with building what you're building more. But you're definitely kind of like feeling at a standpoint and you're standing right in front of that door. And you're like, why don't I want to open it though? You have to allow things to change. You have to allow things to kind of, well, one, get to the most sacredest core of yourself. Like, again, like I'm saying, being naked is the most vulnerable thing that I can feel, right? You know? But when it comes to spirituality, it's like, how vulnerable can you get? Be very vulnerable with spirit and yourself. Allow this skin, this old skin to change. And I think that you'll be ready for what's on the other side. Is it going to be quick and fast? No, I don't think so. I kind of feel like for pile 2, there's really a need for you to do what they call shadow work, right? Or look at a lot of things that you've been burying. Look at the things that you've been hiding in your closet because those things right now can truly help you to create something that can really bring you contentment and transform this energy like really big. So what's standing, what is on the other side of the door? Honestly, there's a lot of golden greatness on the other side of the door, but there's a need for you. Like, you can't walk through that old door with this. You can't walk through that new door with old energy. It's just not happening. And you really kind of need to look deeper into your subconscious so you can really connect with those feelings, connect with why you're feeling this way, and figure out what you need to release, what you need to let go of, to allow that changing process to come in. And you may not even need to open the door. The door might just fly open for yourself. Just saying. But anyway, that's my message that I have for you, pile 2. If you're looking for more support in these type of areas, please, please, please look at the links below. I have something I call the Creative Soul Circle that really helps us practice meditation, really helps us connect within ourselves. Card reading, of course, as well as like discussion and really opening up your creativity in a way that can inspire you, and give further inspiration to whatever you're working on. And if you're going to stand still, it's definitely even better for you to come join us. Join the group activities. You get a chance to meet me, connect with me, and see what else I have to offer in any way that I can support you. And, if you're not that type of person that likes groups, check out the Creative Soul blog. Okay, so that's what I have for you. All right. I really hope that you can really move through this energy. It may be a little rough, but trust and believe you will make it to the other side because you're right there. There's just a few final steps that you really need to take, really need to go deep in and really embrace a part of you that has not been embraced for a very long time. All right, so that's what I have for you, my pile twos. Like, share, and subscribe. If you're feeling the vibe, please subscribe and, share. And please comment below. I love to know what your thoughts are, how you resonate, and what pile you picked. Let's go to pile 3. All right, bye, y'all. And last but not least, we have pile 3. So I'm going to move this right on over here. This is a different energy from pile 2. I'm going to read into you guys' energy right now, for the main collective energy, basically. This is a public reading, so it's not like one person. But I don't know about you guys, but I have not, from what I can remember, not used any Lenormand cards, but I like using them. I've used them a lot for myself. So I would like to share. So I kind of feel like this is the first time I've actually used Lenormand cards. But anyway, I wonder if my face is in this camera. Whatever, who cares? Let me get one card, please, for the overall energy of pile 3. Okay, here we go. All right, so this, I think you guys might have made a decision. I don't know, but let's see. A lot of masculine energy in all these piles. Am I doing this? Oh, okay. I'm like, what? You have landed. You arrived. Interesting. Give me 2 cards. Well, okay. I don't know what this is about. I might need another card. There's a lot of people involved, I can tell you that. I don't know. Is this a pile that likes groups? Because if you are the pile, tell me about this lady situation. If you are the pile that loves groups, I can't wait to tell you about the Creative Soul Circle. It's in the link below. All right. What is this? Okay. Yeah, this is a little bit different for... Definitely different. I'm getting the vibe that you kind of know that someone around you needs to be kind of X'd out. Like, I don't think they're giving you the best of vibes, or they may be distracting you in a way that isn't allowing you to meet your goal, Creative Soul. Yeah, because I'm looking at this and I'm getting like weeds that you need to like cut away so your plant can grow. Like, this is usually for the earthy energy. There may be some earth signs watching this, or you may need to be cutting away an earth sign. I don't know. Because you may, like, I don't know. It's almost like you don't know how to tell them, but you know that like this is not for you. Because this Tower card, and you also know that cutting them away from you is going to change things dramatically, but at the same time, it's okay. Because with this Fox card, especially in Lenormand, talks about self-care. It could be somebody tricky. This person could be doing some shady business. I don't know. But one thing for sure, foxes always land on their feet. Because I actually was seeing foxes quite a lot at one point, and I'm like, all right, I need to understand what the fox spirit is trying to say here. And I was reading it. Yes, it can be, someone that could be shady. There's probably a need for you to protect your neck, okay, Wu-Tang, woo-woo, type of energy. But it's also, foxes are very self-sufficient, and they know how to land on their feet. Like, point blank period. They know how to be in the winter storms and get food. Like, they can hear very well, I think, if I read correctly. And they can feel what's going on underneath, like, the earth. I don't know, it's something crazy. Like, they have these really good instincts. And they will push through that snow and go in and get their food. Like, okay, I got my food now. Thank you. Peace be out type of thing. But I kind of feel like maybe this also may be like some type of friendship, or this could be something messy with like a love triangle or partnership. I don't know. But someone's being too loyal to somebody here, and there's a need for you to cut it out. It's just, I didn't even get this many. I feel like, should I pull more cards with the Lenormand, or just look at this? Let's just pull more cards. You know, if you've watched Pile 1 or Pile 2 and felt like whatever, sorry, but you didn't have this energy. What's this man energy going on here? Tell me about this man energy, masculine energy. Clover. All right, this is interesting. So there's somebody that's giving you like really good vibes of abundance and good luck, because we have the clover, but somebody else is not giving you good vibes at all. And I feel that you know this, but you may be being way too loyal to this person that needs to go, or you're being loyal to this person, almost like this is a special message for somebody. Somebody told you, your loyal friend told you that this other person isn't good for you and you need to cut it. You need to cut it. But you kind of are stalling, I feel like, or was stalling, because you knew that it was going to cause like a lot of shakeup. But again, we need to change. So like, how is this? What is on the other side of the door here? I'm feeling that a lot of blessings are on the other side of the door, but what's really holding you back? Probably should have wrote that as that. What's holding you back from opening the door, right? But anyway, it doesn't even matter. Let's just get into it, because I think that there was one point that you were confused about these people that were around you, but you're not confused no more. Like, the cat's out the bag. You need to trust in you being self-sufficient, like, for sure, because that's what's going to allow you to move to this next chapter and open this door here. And I'm also hearing there's a need for you to be loyal to yourself. Like, you don't owe anybody anything, honestly, unless you wind up putting yourself in that predicament. Okay, so honestly, I feel like you're afraid to open this door because you think something's going to happen, but I don't think it is. I'm feeling some type of attachment too, because for this to come up, right? Loneliness can be the opportunity to liven up your spirit. Again, I think you have been too loyal to somebody that doesn't like respect you enough in the first place. And you know it's time to let yourself go. For some, I don't know, you may have a family with this person. You may be starting a family. You know, I'm tapping into these, am I recording? Yes, I am. Okay. Yeah, there was a lot of confusion. There has been a lot of confusion that was making you feel like it was really testing your worth. It really was. Like, there's like this lesson here with these people that weren't that good to you, to allow you to see that you weren't really tapping in and knowing your worth and acting in a way of that. Because look, the best don't stick around when you treat them poorly. Only the desperate do. Are you desperate, or is that person desperate? Because that's the thing. People be having you all confused, right? And making you feel like they need you, but they really need you. That's like the flip side. And that's the craziness. And that's how you know people be mad manipulative with the fox. Because it's like, I don't need you. You need me. You came to me asking for help. I helped you, and then you just kept it going. Oh, I need help. I need help. I need help. And the first minute I said no, all that stuff, right? You know how people are. You know how people are. For some of you, somebody was in disguise of making it seem like they could help you, making it seem like they're trying to um better things for you, you know what I mean? But on the flip side, they really needed to get cut. They needed to like get out type of thing. I don't, you know, and so, others, this might be the same thing. People have been blocking your shine, you know. You've been trying to glow up here and people just been casting mad shade. Two things that define your patience when you have nothing and the attitude when you have everything. I also kind of feel like for some, you felt like you needed them in a place because you may felt like you wanted to speed something up within your business or speed something up within um the projects. Like for instance, um, you're a little bit stuck, right? You could probably do this work, but you don't want to do the work on your own. So you hire somebody. But then they start doing stuff and it's kind of just like, I don't really think I need you type of thing. You know what I mean? But then they kind of stick around and like those type of people that be like, oh, well, I can't do this for you, but I can do XYZ for a certain amount of price. Nothing wrong with that, right? But at the same time, they're kind of picking in on your weaknesses and then like making more stuff up to allow you to keep giving to them. That's where it gets tricky. And it's like, no, I don't need this type of thing, you know? I'm looking at the elephant too. Elephants never forget. And this could actually be a family member that needs to get cut. But for others, I'm hearing find your way back home. Like elephants go on these long trips to get like water and food and stuff like that. And they really be knowing how to get back to that. Like they could have went on a trip. Like for instance, like the babies, they went on a trip with mama elephant, right? And then like 10 years go by. This elephant will still know the path to get to XYZ. I don't know, but these are just the type of mammals that they are. Um, they feel a lot too. They have a lot of compassion. Um, I don't know if it's because they're big ears that allows them to hear vibrations or what, but elephants love to give, you know what I mean? I think also because I don't know. Now these aren't facts, you guys, but I'm just thinking like they have small eyes and they may not be able to like see, so it might enhance another, like a blind person that when you don't have one sense, it enhances another type of thing or even gives like superpowers to another. Um Yeah, I don't know. And it's kind of like I don't know, for some of y'all that have been wanting to build a family, because for family to be underneath patience too, you are growing something, right? And then somebody possibly came along and was like, oh, I can help you. And you're like, okay, yeah, let's do it. But they just kind of have been messing up your flow. And you may have been one, afraid to say no and let them go, or just thinking that you did kind of need them, but you don't. You're at a point where you don't really need them. So I kind of feel like this door is opening up to um, self-sufficiency. Again, going back to the fox, you can land on your feet. You know, letting them go it may feel like at first, like, dang, like, I lost my best friend. And for some of you, if you did lose your best friend, it does hurt. It does. It does hurt. But you will get over it. Because there's really like the door that's being opened is for you to kind of stand on your own, for you to feel more independent, and for you to really not be bothered by distractions. Because if not many times, this incident that I'm talking about really distracted you and really kind of offset you from your path. Like whatever business or project that you started working on in the beginning before you met this person, or allowed this person into your space to help you, what you thought was going to have more abundance and grow, is not allowing you to grow anymore, and you see that now. I think that before you couldn't really see that. And don't beat yourself up for that. You know what I mean? But it's a need for you to remember why you started this in the first place. Because I think why you started this was, one, I think it was very spiritual and you felt very aligned to it. And two, you knew the blessings that was going to happen. Even though you weren't doing it for the blessings, you knew that this was going to gain more spiritual growth within you. And this spiritual growth here is knowing about, I love this, because two things that define your patience: when you have nothing, and your attitude when you have everything. It's like this glow up is on the other side of the door, but I don't know, there's people that distracted you and kind of just threw you for a whim. And I do think that it's somebody that you know that's close to you, and it really sucks when people do that. But I don't think you should throw stones at them quite yet, because maybe this time of separation, maybe you walking into this door and having this separation and this independence can allow you to kind of see where they were coming from. But for some of you, it's just like, no, you need to get rid of them type of thing. You know, like, you're not desperate. These people were, and they're holding on to you and really blocking your blessings. I really feel that, like, for sure, for sure. And why I feel that this is like a really spiritual pile too. Like, you may be on a spiritual path, and I can't wait to tell you about my Creative Soul Circle. But let me get back to your let me get back to your reading. Patience is a virtue. I remember I went to a Catholic school when I was in grade school, and I remember one of the nuns always saying that. And people in my life used to say, like, you're so patient. And I'm like, no, I'm not. But I'm not really patient with myself, you know, or I'm not really patient with people close to me, like my family, because it's like I know them so well. And I don't feel like, you know, there's a part of me, you can see it as good or bad, but there's a part of me that felt like, you know, the people pleaser, felt like I needed to look good for this person. I needed to help this person, I needed to please this person, to appease their needs, you know, which in turn allowed people to take my kindness for weakness. But speaking the present moment, it's okay to say no. Recognize the people pleaser within you and try to figure out why you're not taking action to step forward into your abundance, why you're not being loyal enough with yourself to have enough self-love and abundance within yourself so you can really reach these goals and tap into the path that was aligned for you in the first place. You know, because I really think that these people, whether they were being manipulative to really throw you off your path, or they just were being them, and their type of energy just is not aligning with your path right now. Because again, the elephant never forgets. And I feel like you may have forgotten that where you need to go, you may have forgotten your path because you maybe were lonely, or because that, like, you know, and I'm going to throw this in, you know, the manipulative people prey on the weak. They prey on the people that have low energy, and they're like, oh, let me help them. But they the ones that really trying to feed off your energy. You know what I mean? I really don't know to what degree these people have been acting, but there is a need for you to separate, and there's a need for you to find your independence again and remember why you started this business. Remember why you started this project. So I'm going to dig a little bit deeper on the advice on what's coming on the other side for you, okay? Look at this elephant. I had to. Let's grab like two more. Let's grab these. So, for some of y'all, this may be a family member or someone that feels like family for you. And I want to say, take your time, you know, because, again, it hurts. But take your time. Like, I mean, people do somewhat grieve when you have to break up with a family member, a close loved one, you know, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. Yo, look at this. Garden abundance. You have mad abundance on the other side, but like these people have been some way, shape, or form causing burdens. Look at this cross burden luggage. For some of y'all been helping too many people too. Again, being loyal to the wrong people and not loyal enough to yourself. It's kind of time for you to get a little bit selfish. You know, I don't like using that word because a lot of people relate to that as being bad. But selfish is just being in tune with yourself. Now, to me, self-centered is a little bit more like, yo, bro, like all you care about is yourself. You know, it's kind of like being more next to vain or vanity. But the selfish I'm talking about is not vain. It's not you living in vanity. It's about you really just taking care of yourself enough to where, one, you can gain more abundance in your vibes and your creations, and really self-love, right? So, and then you're like just bursting out with sunshine and Skittles, and people are coming like, ooh, I want this sweetness. But you know yourself enough, and you've gained enough wisdom from this lesson, as well as just sitting on your 2 feet and knowing that you're not I just really feel like I need to tell you this. You are not desperate for anybody. These people need you. So there's a need for you to understand how valuable you are and step back into the path. For some of y'all, I'm just going to call y'all out. Y'all empaths. This feeling people's emotions and caring for people is not a burden. It is not a burden. It's a, I don't know why I want to say prerequisite, but maybe that's the knowing is a prerequisite, right? But it's almost like a warning or a preparation, so you can understand like, okay, that's their energy. I'm not taking on their energy, and I know what they're going through. So let me act accordingly, right? But you need to understand yourself more. And this is why that tower is there, because for empaths, right, we really need to have separation from other people for a while, especially if they're just too on you, so you can understand your own energy. So you can find and gain back that confidence and really release any thing that's weighing heavy on your heart. Because empaths, when your heart is full, when your heart is pure, when your heart is cleansed, you create magic. You be popping, boo. But also, you'll be able to learn how to implement these boundaries, you know, because you have to protect your peace. You have to protect your energy. So I believe that what's waiting on the other door for you really is like straight up abundance of knowledge, abundance of self-love, and enough energy for you to finish or get your creativity going in the right path, being right back on the right path, and understanding why you started this in the first place, and stepping into the next level or next phase that you have for this project or for the business. So, yes, I hope you like that message. I've been dying to tell you pile 3 because y'all seem like y'all would like to go to this. So I have something that I do bi-weekly called the Creative Soul Session that really helps you tap into your energy. We practice meditation. You know, I do a little card reading and we discuss that energy, how it resonates with you, and we tap into creative tools and activities that really help us become more inspired, spark that inspiration and creative energy to get that gear going that you can possibly use for your own projects. But you definitely walk away from the Creative Soul Circle with inspiration, um, a better clarity of whatever your confusions were that you can implement within your projects or your business plans. You know what I'm saying? So this also allows you to like meet me, tap into my energy, see what I have to offer, because I love to hold space for people that are going through this. This is my purpose. And this is how I'm doing it right now through the Creative Soul Circle. So please check out the link below. Check out the schedule. Sign up. And let's do the daggone thing. Thank you so much for hearing and listening to me. Thank you for those that stayed to the end to get this reading. Please share, subscribe, like, all that jazz. If you're feeling the vibe, please subscribe. And look out for more videos like so. Until next time, I'm outie. Peace.